Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about today. The resistance of the XRP versus the Bitcoin charts is very strong, unlike a couple of weeks ago when Ripple, the XRP token, also dropped 30%. It is holding so strong at the moment compared to others, which are crumbling at the moment at 33 to 37% drops. At the time of making this, of course, everything and anything can change at any time. So if you do like the videos, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's start off with this because we need a Ripple test to stop the SEC's overreach on cryptocurrency. So what they're talking about here is that once the SEC versus Ripple case is settled or won by Ripple, there needs to be a new framework on how the SEC goes against cryptocurrencies and the cryptocurrency world. Because, I mean, to date, I don't even know if they've had one singular win since December up until now compared to Ripple. Because, I mean, the whole foundation of the entire case is weak. Very weak. And so something needs to be done to make sure that things like this do not happen again in the future. Because, I mean, the SEC have overstepped their power in this particular topic, and they will lose if they go all the way or settle, which I've been telling you for weeks and weeks and weeks, which I think will be the most likely outcome. Now, I like what XRP Mana has done here. He's drawing like a dragon, saying, the charts are so clear, we're about to take off. I mean, look, I personally like to stick to some things that are a little bit more realistic, but hey, I like the enthusiasm and I like where he's going here. But for me, let's stick to looking at these charts and understanding what is going on with them and what are we up to and what is happening. So this particular framework has been tested again and again and again. And it could be again that we go down to something like a 129 or a 120 even. Maybe just step a little bit outside of this and then, come back up into it and finish there. So this framework has been holding very strong for a very long time. And obviously, the entire community got very excited when we stepped out of this for a little tiny bit. Like you can see there, we stepped out and we've retraced it back in straight away. And that there was like, everyone's like, oh, we're going to the moon, it's happening. But patience is such an important thing in this game. And as I've mentioned, if it was simple and it was straightforward and it was a straight arrow, then we would all be traders, day traders, because it would be so obvious. It's not going to be obvious. It's not going to be straightforward, but we are going straight up. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, and the reason why I can tell you, and again, it's not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor, but massive amounts of XRP are on the move. And when that happens, it means that Coinbase, Bittrex, and Binance, so Whale Alert has reported last night that the equivalent of 182 million in XRP has been shifted by 3 of the top exchanges. So Coinbase has sent the biggest batch of XRP, moving 62 million coins between its wallets in around 6 hours. What is going on and what are we about to discover over the next 24 to 48 hours? What does this move mean? Generally, at a time like today, the last 24 hours, for such a huge amount to be moved around, and especially the 62 million coins being moved around being moved around wallets in the last 6 hours, very fascinating. So we will keep a very close eye on that. Now, I obviously, this has been, quite the talk of the town. Will XRP be Tesla's green cryptocurrency after halting Bitcoin transactions? Now, I've said my 2 cents, or should I say my 2 XRP in this particular topic. And my theory is that we talk too much about this guy. There has been way too much emphasis on what Tesla does or what Tesla doesn't do, will they choose XRP? I'm personally of the opinion that Tesla and Elon are not going to choose Ripple. Welcome if you do, but I just don't see it. I see him, whatever he's doing with Doge and developing it further, to me, I don't know. Like, to me, I think he's just taking the piss out of the whole industry. So I don't know. For me personally, but I'd love to know in the comments below what your thoughts are around this topic. And do you think he will go into choosing XRP? It is by far the greenest, but what motive would he have? I'm not sure. I think he'll probably go more around the Doge. To be honest, he'll probably hurt the brand because I don't know about a meme coin being accepted as payment by a company that is doing such great work in the electric car space and an innovator. For me, it devalues Tesla using Dogecoin, but I'd love to know your comments and your thoughts below around this particular topic. I don't like to talk too much about this topic because for me, I feel that it's irrelevant because I feel that there is too much talk about this guy. And I think that, the banks, the case studies, the ecosystem of XRP, long term, a company like Tesla doesn't add anything in my perspective, but I'd love to know what you guys thinking below. Let's jump into Atani. Let's have a look at what the indicators tell us. All right, we're in Atani, and let's go over what I can see here. This is on the hourly chart. So on the hourly chart, if we look here, a couple of things here, right? So if we look at the Bollinger bands, we can see that at the price point of, one moment, let me just quickly look there, 140.45. That there, we were actually out of the Bollinger Band. And then, of course, what we know is that once we're out of there, it's going to come back up. So from 140, it's already jumped back up to, 143, 144. So it's come back in on the hourly. Now, if you look at the MACD is showing that there is quite a gap in between the blue and the orange, signaling that we are going to continue to go down until those two cross over. When they cross over, then we are back up and we're going to continue the rise of, in the charts. However, when we look at the RSI, we can see that we hit the bottom and now it's creeping back up. So at the moment we have some two that are telling us that it's going to go back up, and we got the MACD telling us that it's going to go back down. Let's zoom into the daily chart. So let's look at the daily. Let's see what happens here. So on the daily, we are well in the bubble of the Bollinger Band. So we're right in the middle there. In regards to the two in the MACD, the orange and the blue are actually almost about to touch. So what can happen there is that we could potentially be ready again to go up. And on the RSI, we're sort of sitting in the middle. We're not overbought and we're not oversold. Now, if we go to the weekly again, or from a weekly perspective, we can see that, we are in a very well and truly bullish signal for XRP to rise against the USDT. The gap is massive between the blue and the orange. And we were in the Bollinger Band, and then we dropped out. Then we're back in now into the Bollinger Band. So from my perspective, I think, this drop in Bitcoin's dominance compared to last time, how good and how well XRP has held has been phenomenal. And I think it will be very, very, very important factor over the next couple of days for XRP and the XRP token to continue to rise and push forward in its progress. So very strong and a very, very bullish signal. But let's have a look at some of the drawings and see what they tell us. All right, so looking at this, we've been sitting around this particular, this particular formation, and inside this formation, you could touch again 120, 121. So that could be something that occurs over the next couple of hours. So that could well happen, and it may have already happened by the time you've seen this video here. But we're touching 129, 128 could happen. If we miss that, then we'll be touching 121, and then from there push up. If we look at it from this perspective, again, similar scenario. 126, we probably could over the next couple of hours touch that and then, continue forward. And I'll put XRP there because it's a 316. Really, 330 is my what I've been mentioning that we're going to. And for me, yeah, I think that is still very much the case. I think, we'll probably see something like this. We went up and we touched 170 and everyone got really, really excited, but we're coming back down 130s, 126, and then come back up and then push, break the 180, come back down a little bit, and then go forward 260 and beyond. So again, from my perspective, from a crypto serpent perspective on what is going on, what is happening, and what we're about to do, for me, we're going to 330 by the end of the month. As I mentioned, what is happening over the next couple of hours and over the next couple of days will be very, very important. But it would be very unlikely for me to see a 118 or even $1 or an 80 cents XRP token over the next couple of hours. I think 120, 126, 128, somewhere around there, before it bounces and then bounces really hard and continues its march forward. Now, if you learned something new today, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you all so very much for the love, passion that you show this channel, and I look forward to see you on the next one.